But this has caused me to be the black sheep at work because I don't grab a beer or do something after with them. I want to spend my time more efficiently and be healthy. There is a huge wisdom which comes only with time. How I see this right now. Right now, I have such a state that if I sit in four walls and working, for me, it's like torture. Like I need to edit video. It's exciting. At the same time, it narrows my perception and I lose sometimes my high state. But if I go to downtown, drive bike to downtown, already getting juiced with my high state, and then I go to the bar and people sitting and like drinking beer, smoking cigars. They are very noisy and loud, weed smell everywhere. And then and that's so high. Like I love that I'm around this messy colors and people and everything like mashed inside each other. And this is my drug, just to be there, just to go be among people because I have no judgment to them. And this is a very important moment. You have to understand that addiction release have its stages. First, protest. I don't need this anymore. I want to change it. And sure, you have a little bit of fixation on food, on anything you want to quit. And this is completely normal state and stage. Our psyche rewires like that. That's why you're sitting and watching people who are not eating, fasting, and you like love to watch such videos because it fuels you and give you motivation to follow your path. I want you to be the same interested in present moment, though, not in like watching endlessly like people who are looking at apple or orange. So it's much more important to dive into state. First and foremost, this is like without this foundation, there will be no breatharianism. No, there will be fixation on food and back and forth and deficiency and feeling that you are in austerity. And this is not good. But for instance, the example, if I quit alcohol, I'm addict, I'm alcoholic, for instance. I know that one sip and I will be drunk like a pig again, because my psyche has this type of psyche, which is mental disease. Sure, I will be ignoring and will be avoiding places where people drink. I will leave all companies of friends who are drinking just for my safety. I need these boundaries to a little bit shift my lifeline into another communities. In other people. Probably I will enter AA club or someone who is fond of running. So I will substitute some pendulum of alcohol, negative destructive pendulum, to some healthy lifestyle pendulum. And I distract my psyche, I start living another lifestyle. And after a while, it's good if you will release alcohol as such. It will disappear from your life. For instance, 5 years ago, I dropped alcohol. I don't think about it, you know? I live with no even thoughts like whether I'm drinking or not because it's not relevant. So you know what I mean? It doesn't exist in my reality. The same with any addictions. Coffee does not exist in my reality. 99% of food does not exist in my reality. And this is the sign. It's very honest assessment of your own state. If it's sincere in you that you have no even thoughts about this object which you were addicted to before in your life, then you're free. Then this is free of food, free of alcohol. But if there is a little bit fixation and judgment regarding people who are still consuming, this is just a stage on the way to, and sure you will be there, but you just need more time to process this resistance and maybe anger, suppressed emotions regarding the system as such. Because when you're waking up, when you realize that you started to age, disbalance your hormonal system, wasted your energy on 3 times a day meal and pooping and buying and spending a bunch of money on pills, supplements, all this shit, you wake up and realize, what the heck, why they did not telling us? And there is a huge protest, and as if separation appears. It's also normal, as if these people are sleeping and they're very boring and stupid. And these are people who are high consciousness, spiritual and stuff. But believe me, if I, for instance, have some business partner who will say, I know this is the cool degustation tasting of wine happening on the market, for instance. Do you want to visit and taste wine? If the purpose of me visiting place only to taste wine, I will apologize. Like, I'm not drinking, sorry. But if he needs to discuss with me some business project, something which is interesting for me, I don't give a shit whether he is like drinking or not. The main idea, if he is really resonates with me by intellect, for instance, with his ideas, because not all people who are drinking are pigs or stupid. No, some of them are very spiritual, by the way. and also in maybe more suffering, right, on low vibes, but they also can be very deep and good people. So I propose you not to judge by the lifestyle right away, because you never know who's sitting. There is a master who would be smoking next to you, and you would never think that he is high consciousness, right? So you should be curious and try to be not judging anyone, not yourself, not other people. But what you described, I also processed, and all people processing. And believe me, it's not a very pleasant sensation. And usually, simultaneously with this sensation, you have some austerity deficiency state in the body as, depletion. Because when you're in abundance, when you are tripping in this high natural state, you feel like you are nourished, and you've been even more nourished, and you're nourishing all people, and you're ready to give, endlessly give and give. And there is no judgment then. Sure, as I was explaining, this state should be also regulated, because if you will be only given and given and given, like in movie Perfumer, they will eat your life, because this energy is very tasty.